I'm in the middle of my evening commute on my way home from work, and a thought kind of struck me that I wanted to pass along to y'all. You know, as the more that I participate in with Hillbilly broadcast, and the more people that I get to know, the more things I see, so on and so forth, the more I realize one thing. Those of us that came out at the CHM, we are no longer, and we may have never been, but we are not alone. Now, sometimes it feels like that, especially if you are in a little bit of an isolated area of the country. Maybe you were raised in the CHM and it was the only church within 100 miles or 50 miles, and then you left, and maybe you were the only one that left that specific church. It can still feel a little bit lonely because you don't have a whole lot of other defectors around you. Now, out there in Indiana, y'all are a rebellious bunch. There's a bunch of you guys that left out there. But sometimes it can feel like that. I understand that. And I've felt that myself different times, especially when you're trying to figure out what direction I'm supposed to go, and if you're still deciding to be a Christian, trying to put all the pieces together of that too, with all of that CHM mindset still screaming at you from time to time as you try to make heads or tails of what a Christian's supposed to be, what they're supposed to do and not do, and so on and so forth. But when you think about all of the different people that I've been able to interview, some of these are just individuals that have left, and some of them represent organizations or services that also reach out to people like us. For instance, Natalie Edmondson with Berean Holiness. They got a powerhouse of an organization going over there. I just had Naomi Wright with Be Emboldened, and she specializes in helping out people like us. You have some of the different pastors. You got Tracy from down there at Christ Church in Okeechobee. Of course, you got Dan Downing there at Heath Church in North Carolina, and there's others that I'm sure I'm missing. You've got different podcasts that have sprung up now. You've got Beyond the Vow with Nick and Janelle Lavender. You've got Joe Welch doing My Journey Back to God. Trying to think, I'm sure I'm missing somebody else, but you've even got like Josh Mumby that interviewed some of us from Hillbilly broadcast there a few months ago. So I just wanted to pass along that no matter how alone you might feel, you can take some comfort in the fact that you're not. There is a bunch of us out here now that can relate a lot. And we know a lot of what you're going through because a lot of us are going through the exact same thing, or have gone through it. Some of us may be further along in the process than others. Me, sometimes I'm not sure exactly where I fall in that process. Sometimes I feel like was it the dodo bird they used to make all the jokes about, making one step forward and two steps backwards? Sometimes I feel like I go through that season in life. But there's a little bit of a network now. And I know, speaking for myself, if you need somebody to talk to, don't hesitate to reach out. I've done that in the past and have enjoyed it, and it has helped me probably more than it has the people that has called me. I ain't no counselor. I ain't got no grand revelations for you, nothing like that. But sometimes it helps just to reach out to somebody that knows what you're going through, or has went through something similar. And I'm sure these other people that I mentioned would do the same thing, and some of them even specialize in that. So just want to leave that with you. You're not alone. So if it gets overwhelming, you maybe take a little bit of comfort in that. But there's a bunch of us out here now. Probably always has been, but thanks to the power of social media, we've been able to be a little more vocal about that than we were able to in the past. So you got others out here with you.